Hello, my rainbows of all kinds, and welcome to a segment we're doing on the channel called Mini My Reviews. This is the show where I'll be reviewing stuff that Jay isn't interested in covering on our podcast, but I am. For our 8th episode, we're going to be talking about the indie adult animated miniseries, Murder Drones. I've seen so many people hyping up this show for so long and decided to finally give it a watch. Originally, this was supposed to come out before my last Mini Mario review, but I decided to save it for now, to finally talk about it. For those who don't know, Murder Drones is an 8-episode mini-series about a world of worker robots trying to survive and fight against rogue robots called Murder Drones. The series follows Uzi, a rebellious teen worker drone who wants to figure out the whereabouts of her mother Nori and take revenge on JC Jason, the company who created them and other humans. She is joined by N, who is a serial designation robot, who was assigned with the team to destroy the worker drones. The two of them team up to defeat his former team and figure out how to save the planet from the humans. Now, this is an interesting series and premise for a show. Something I like about it was the horror aspect of the show, along with Uzi and N's friendship over the course of the miniseries. This is a horror series, after all, and they did a fantastic job with showing it off. So many characters are getting killed left and right, from bystanders to repeated killings of some of the main characters. Some of them heal back on the spot, like N specifically, and the other serial designation robots. Murder Drone's atmosphere is also something very ominous and unsure. You never know when the characters are going to be killed off or come back next. Another thing I like about this series is Uzi and N's friendship over the course of the series. Uzi is a very angsty, tends to be loud, and not really handles talking about her feelings. She also says the phrase "bite me" a lot when it comes to her comebacks. N is a more calm, apologetic, and empathetic towards others, including Uzi. I love how they balance each other. I love how they balance each other out. Good Lord. They slowly develop into a relationship by the end of the series, which is so sweet to see and think about, especially with all that they've been through. I will say this about the series. It has some pacing and writing issues in the first half of the series, in my personal opinion. It took me a while to understand most of what was going on. They expected you to know more about the lore than what was given to us, so that made it hard for me to follow at first. The show starts to get better and really pick up between episodes 6 to 8. The fight scenes and animation were what really kept me engaged in this series more than the actual storyline and lore. Normally, when it comes to series, I don't really care what kind of animation they have in said series, as long as lore is what keeps me engaged in it. So to figure out that the animation was the thing that kept me engaged in this was a bit surprising. So this is a different scenario to see me getting out of this series. Uzi and Sin's final battle was my favorite part of the entire miniseries. The animation was so fluid, and getting to see the two of them show down was so fun to see as well. Now, I'm not saying the show was bad or anything. It just needs a bit of improvement in the pacing and writing department a little. Other than that, it's an alright series. I can see why people love it so much. It is only 8 episodes, and from the creator of the series saying that's all he wanted to do for it, despite so many people begging for a season 2. Now, do I think it needs a season 2? That's kind of debatable. On one hand, I don't mind seeing more from this universe to really round it out and to maybe give the lore a little bit more polish to it. But on the other hand, I can see why the creator only wanted to do 8 episodes. It ended on a good spot, and that's a good thing. We don't need to overdo it. Sometimes series need to end at a certain point and not have to go any further. So this is one of the circumstances where 8 episodes pretty much works for it. I'm sorry to the people who want a season 2. I don't think it's going to happen. But that's just me. Overall, I think this miniseries is alright. It shows off more with the animation compared to its writing. If you're into post-apocalyptic horror, then I think you will enjoy this. I'm kind of in the middle about it, to be honest. I'm going to give Murder Drones a 2.5 Maris out of 5. Anyway, that's my mini Mari review for Murder Drones. Hope you all enjoy it, and we'll see you next time. Bye, my rainbows.